Today I'm going to be talking about the 3 new releases that I saw in May that I did not make individual videos about because I just did not feel inspired enough to talk for, more than 2 minutes on each film. So instead I'm going to combine them into a What I Watched in May New Releases edition. I saw Hurry Up Tomorrow, the Trey Edward Schultz film starring The Weeknd, Jenna Ortega, and Barry Keoghan. I saw Lilo and Stitch, which this is the first Disney live action remake I've seen in a theater. And I saw Fear Street Prom Queen on Netflix. Hurry Up Tomorrow. Okay. Put aside that this was just such a vanity project that I actually can't even wrap my head around it. Put that aside. I absolutely love Trey Edward Schultz. I think he's an incredible filmmaker. Very much popular, very much successful, very much in the zeitgeist. However, I do feel like he's sort of still up and coming, and I'm not really sure why. He has such a specific style. It is beautiful. It was so cool to see him in this very, very, very commercialized film, but also not super commercialized film because where's the plot? Can't have a commercial film without a plot. And yet we did. The budget was like 15 million, so still technically a lower budget film right on the cusp there when it comes to Hollywood budgets. Again, put that all aside. Trey Edward Schultz, I love it. The Weeknd, huge vanity project here. This film was marketed completely wrong. This is a companion piece to The Weeknd's album by the same name, which I didn't really realize until right before seeing the movie. The tickets were already purchased. And at the end of the day, I'm happy I saw it because I want to support Trey Edward Schultz. And I do like The Weeknd. I'm not like in love with The Weeknd, but I like The Weeknd. I like Jenna Ortega and I like Barry Keoghan. So I'm happy I saw it. But the experience of watching that film was very confusing because I'm like, what is going on here? Like what are these choices that I'm watching play out in front of me? And then really when you look at it through the lens of, oh, like this is made for people who love The Weeknd and love his music and will just eat up every little morsel of the things that he puts out. And like, okay, that's cool. There's a market for that. I think there probably was. I don't think it's done amazing, but there was a decent amount of people in the theater when I saw it. It should be marketed more as a companion piece. I think that people would have been less disappointed. I mean, the Rotten Tomatoes score is like insane. The reviews are horrible. But again, I think most of those are coming from people who just were confused about what they were walking into and were immediately disappointed because they were expecting a thriller with a traditional beginning, middle, and end. If you look at it more of like a piece of art, I think it's much more of an attractive film project. Very clearly directed well. Felt like a really long and drawn out music video, but like without the fun and punchy connective tissue that you would normally expect. I have to admit that I never really watched Lilo and Stitch, the cartoon or the movie at all. I think it started becoming popular when I was like kind of done watching Disney Channel cartoons and stuff like that. And I was more into live action stuff. I think that's why I never watched it. I can't really think of another reason why I would have just like somehow avoided Lilo and Stitch for all these years. I went because my friend really wanted to go and I wanted to see other movies, but they were all scary and she didn't want to see scary movies. So we compromised and we saw Lilo and Stitch. You guys, this is a sad movie. I cried the whole time. Tears falling the whole time. I made a TikTok about it of me when the movie ends, I'm sobbing. The premise of this film is very sad. And again, on its face, of someone who did not see the cartoons and does not know all the beloved things that were missing and changed in the live action version, I was pretty moved by it. I thought the little girl who played Lilo was super cute and very like engaged and she did a great job. I thought the actress who played the older sister also did a great job. I do not bring any emotion to viewing Lilo and Stitch because I've never seen it before. So my feelings on the film are coming through that lens. I think it was pretty good. I don't know. I thought it was okay. Again, it was really, really sad. Would I watch it again? No, but I thought they did a good job for what it was. But I understand if you are craving like more of a one-to-one conversion from the cartoon to the live action, you'd be disappointed. And on another note, I do not understand why Disney insists unchanging, beloved things from the cartoon. It just feels like you're trying to throw money away and piss people off. You've built an audience. They love this thing. You're remaking it. You're remaking it. The live action remake. Yet you're changing a lot of it. Changing little things, little updates, okay. But there were whole voices changed from what I heard. There were whole characterizations changed from what I heard. There were whole like famous, iconic scenes and moments that were not in this film. So I don't really know why they did that. I don't understand that. So that's my big takeaway is I thought it was okay. I thought it was good. Like, I don't have that emotional history with the, IP at all. But Disney as a whole, why are you trying to flush money down the toilet? And lastly, I saw Fear Street Prom Queen, which, look, did not hold a candle to the other installments of Fear Street. Obviously, clearly, not by a long shot. But if you view it as just like a fun little slasher, the acting was, the plot was, again, light. The reveal was like a third grader wrote it for their creative writing story. But if you were looking for just like a little mindless slasher where you just kind of turn your brain off and enjoy some mystery and little jump scares and blood, am I mad that I watched it? No. It's like 90 minutes. It's very low commitment. But I know people are disappointed, and I get it because it's not up to par with the rest of the series, in my opinion, and from what I'm hearing in most people's opinions too. I watched Hurry Up Tomorrow in the theaters, watched Lilo and Stitch in the theaters, and then I watched Fear Street Prom Queen on Netflix. Those are 3 of the new releases that I saw that I did not feel inspired to create entire separate videos on. I just didn't feel like I had enough to say, but I did want to talk about them. So that's what I did on this video. Anyway, make sure to subscribe so we can hang out again soon. Happy movie watching.